Hi, welcome to GustanShow.com today. I'm going to talk to you about increasing, declining income, how underwriters view it, bonuses, overtimes, switching jobs. Let's start with, let's say you're self-employed and you have an adjusted gross income. So not, if you think you make 100,000, you're going to write it off down to 50,000. That's your adjusted gross. Now, if that's increasing for the last 2 years, the underwriter will average it. If it's decreasing by just a little bit, the underwriter will average it. If it's decreasing by more than 10%, they're going to go off the lower one. If it's decreasing by more than 20%, the underwriter has a decision to go off the lower one, or maybe even say something's wrong with this business, it might be going out of business, and be concerned and not use income at all. So that's self-employment, decreasing income and increasing income. Now, if you're W-2'd and you get a raise in your straight salary and you get a raise tomorrow, if you have 30 days of pay stubs with that new raise, we'll go off that new raise. There's no averaging of the income, so we'll use your new raise as your future income. If you're W-2'd salary and you're declining, that's okay, we'll go off the lower one, we'll go off the current one. They might want a letter explaining what happened to your job, why are you getting less money. If you have overtime, this is a tricky one. First, you need 2 years of it. So if you've not received it in 2 years, then we can't use it. And how we figure out what your overtime is over the last 2 years is we send these verification of employment forms to your current and past employers for the last 2 years. And they're going to fill out a little section of your base, bonus, overtime, anything else that's unique. And they're going to average that overtime. If your overtime's decreasing, the underwriter may or not use it, or go off the lesser amount that you're making this year. So that's a really convoluted answer, I know, but that's a tough call to make. Same with bonuses. If your bonus is 6,000 one year and 3,000 the next, they're probably going to go off the 3,000. But if it's 20,000 one year and 1,000 this year, you know, they'll use the 1,000, but they may not use it at all because it's not showing a good consistency. So you don't want it declining. Now, if it's increasing, they'll always average it. So increasing income is always a good thing. So increasing bonuses or increasing overtime is very good. So remember, bonuses are the same as overtime. So 2-year average, you have to receive it for 2 years, and we get it from a verification of employment, what you've gotten in your bonus and your overtime. So that's the increasing, decreasing overtime and bonuses. Here's a gray area that's really tough. Now, if you're working 40 hours a week in 2017 and working 40 hours a week in 2018, and now you're working 30 hours a week, that's considered going from full-time to part-time to most underwriters. We can't use it at all. We can't use your 30 hours a week. So it's not just income, it's hours worked. So if you're an hourly employee, you want to make sure those are increasing. Now, if you're a part-time employee, you have to be part-time for 2 years for us to use it. So if you were full-time last year and then part-time for the next year, we can't use the part-time income. You can't go from full-time to part-time, but you can do the vice versa. So you can go from part-time to full-time income. So again, increasing good, decreasing bad, and that's hours worked, that's not income. Your rate can go down, but as long as your hours are going up, that's good. We want to see increased hours more than we want to see increased hourly wage in that scenario. So keep that in mind, that's very tricky. So we've got self-employed, we want to see it increasing, average it to overtime and bonuses, average it over the 2 years, hopefully it's increasing. If it's decreasing by a little bit, you're okay. Hourly worker, you want to see your hours increasing, not decreasing. You don't want to be considered part-time. I believe 32 hours is considered part-time. Anything less than 32 is part-time. There's a lot of gray areas in that. So if you're always working 30 hours a week, then you're fine. So we could still use 30 hours. But if you're working 35, 30, 35, 30, 30, then they're going to average the hours worked over the last few years and use your wage times that. One more thing I wanted to discuss is if you are W-2 employee and you switch tomorrow to a 1099, let's say you don't leave your job, you're in the same job, but your boss offers you a 1099 option because you can make more deductions and bring more home money for yourself and get more tax write-offs. You go 1099, same job you've been doing for 20 years, but you decide to go 1099. Can't use the income unless you have 2 years of it because of the deductions you can take on your tax returns. So don't switch to 1099 during the process of the loan. If you talk to us and you recently switched to 1099, we're going to say, sorry, we can't do it. But we do have options for people who've had 1099s for the last 12 months, We have a 1099 program with a non-QM. It's a little tricky, but it's a little more complicated. We should call us on that. But there is some options for you, but you're not going to get a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, or VA loan with 1 year 1099 when you've been previously W-2. Now, if you're 1099 for 20 years and then you become W-2, we can use 30 days of those pay stubs on your W-2 income and use it. So, increasing income good, decreasing bad, going from 1099 to W-2 good, going from W-2 to 1099 bad. And that's what I have to say about increasing, decreasing, changing your income structure. Again, let me say one more thing. So if you're a W-2 employee, you're a doctor, you're working for a hospital, making 500 grand a year for your whole life. Then you open your own practice and you're self-employed, can't use it unless you have 2 years, file tax returns to see how you deduct it. That's the rules of the road. I'm just here to help you out through them. I'll navigate you through them. So please call me anytime at 630-915-7550 or go to gustanshow.com, GUSTANCHO.com. Thank you.